Hey there, everyone. Jim Cerrone here with
John Stoll. Good
Real
morning, Jim.
Morning Realty One Group. Hopefully, you guys are tuning in. Hopefully, you're doing great and your career is going great. It is now, what's the date today? June 27th, right? Okay.
27.
10 a.m. in the morning. We're here at Realty One Group out in Green Valley. John, I got to thinking about some issues that came up and come up from time to time. Oh, this realtor was mean to me, or this realtor won't call me back, or this and that. And on the if I'm representing a buyer, what's the best way to communicate with realtors on the buy side?
So, if I got clients that are looking to buy, my first inclination would be to have them actually call the selling property agent and find out, first of all, is the property still available?
Good.
Second, is the property under any contract? Have you received any contracts yet?
Hmm.
And if they say yes, I would go so far as to ask, can you tell me what that contract was? Some of them are dumb enough to give it to you. They're not supposed
So you
to.
trick them into it,
So you're not
right?
supposed to. I wouldn't, but if they tell you that, then you know what you're dealing with. Um,
What kind of questions do you ask them? I mean, yes, is the property still available? Do you ask them anything else? Do you ask them anything?
I want to know if it's a true 3-car garage or a 2-car and a tandem garage. If
Hmm.
it's laid out like that, um, I want to know if there's anything that stands out as a defect on the property that
Okay.
went through.
Anything you need to know that might be a material fact? And
Exactly.
okay, okay,
If it's a pool, have they had any difficulty with their pool or air conditioning systems in the recent past two
okay.
years? I'd want to know some specifics even before an inspection, before I start taking my clients in there, because
Given the fact that realtors, especially a lot of listing agents, are busy, you want to keep that brief, right? You don't want to make it long, drawn out.
correct.
So you're building rapport with them too, right?
Right. I want to know
Yeah.
how they want to communicate. I mean, if I show them that property to somebody, if I want to put an offer in, how do they want me to communicate with them? Do they want me to call them first and say, hey, listen, I got an offer coming over. It'll be there by 4 o'clock. Or do they just want me to email it over, or how they want me to proceed? A lot of them don't like that. They like text. They don't like phone calls. So find out what exactly you're dealing with.
Okay. Good
Do what
advice.
they want to do.
So again, I think it's important to build rapport with them. Do you think other realtors are doing that? Are they calling first? No, they're
No,
typically
I think it's a shoot by the hip out there in the market right now. I think the more we teach our agents to be professional and ethical, the better off everybody should be. I mean, they should be picking up on that because we go through the extra steps. People like you. People tend to do business with people they like. So if
right.
they
There you
like you,
go.
and if I find there's a selling agent out there that I'm asking these questions to that is being very cooperative and very upfront and helpful, I may want that person to talk to me.
Okay. All right. So on the selling side, and that's all good advice. On the selling side, you're the listing agent, right?
Mhm.
So an agent calls you. I mean, how do you respond? What's the conversation like?
I want to
Typically.
know if they're qualified.
Okay. Good.
I want to know if they're qualified. Have they got them qualified, and where they got them qualified from? So if they're coming in and saying, "Well, yeah, they were qualified in California for X amount of dollars," that's not going to work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I want them qualified here. Number two, um, if it's cash, I want to see cash, the proof of cash. And sometimes, depending on the conversation, the way it goes, I might request to see that stuff before they come over and actually see the house. So I might want to have a proof of funds or proof that they have the cash before I let them in to see the house. A lot of times they tell you things that it's not real. So this way it kind of narrows the plane a little bit and makes them think a little bit before they come in with them. Secondly, as a listing agent, I give them the instructions. Maybe it's the house is on a lockbox
Mm-hmm.
and it's key any. I want to know if there's any dogs or is there anything I have to be thinking about before I come in there? Any pets at all that I have to worry about? Um,
Okay.
Anything
So
unusual about the house that I should be worried about? Is there any hazardous things? Any place that they could trip or anything like that? I'm going to ask questions like that.
so in other words, on the front end, it's better to ask all these questions on the front end to save you all kinds of time, energy, problems, right? Get it right from the get go. You're asking about the buyer's qualification, you're asking about the situation with the property, and those are all things you wait to do that later, and it's going to cost you time and energy, correct?
Exactly.
All right. Great advice. Thank you, John, for that. And we're going to sign off for now. Anything else?
That's it for now. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all. Have a good one. Bye bye.